Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Summer Fun Series of the Better Satellite World, the podcast of Space and Satellite Professionals International. I'm Lou Zaccarella. Well, today we are in Maryland. Yes, Maryland, with a very special person who for years would typically be at the North Pole this time of year, but he's taking refuge down south, not Florida, but Maryland. These podcasts are supported by the corporate patron members of SSPI, Echo Star Hughes, Northrop Grumman, Access Intelligence, and the law firm of K&L Gates. SSPI's podcasts are also supported by the 3,000 members of Space and Satellite Professionals International and our chapters around the world. Thank you. Well, those of you who saw the Better Satellite World dinner from London last December know that the typically festive event had a moment of controversy when two Santas showed up. Now, one had lost an election to return as the man of Christmas, while another, with a lot more savvy, let's face it, when it came to getting around the world by satellite, was about to be installed. Now, this controversy, for some reason, has not died down. It has gotten actually hotter, as you may be able to see from the picture. No one is quite sure why, but today we are visiting with ex-Santa Claus to see what he's up to this summer. And I can tell you, he's still obsessed with last year's event. He's still in full uniform. He's probably pretty hot today, but well, hello, Santa, or is it ex-Santa?
It's still Santa. I refuse to accept, the results. I think, there was some chicanery going on, and, that's where we stand right now. My lawyers, who done it and ran, suggested I try to keep quiet.
Okay. Well, I think that's kind of impossible for you. Well, it's great to see you again, though. I think everyone wants to know, what you're up to this summer. It sounds like, it looks like you're in front of the fire, either having a drink or about to be incinerated. What's going on?
Maybe a combo of the two. I've been drinking fireballs sitting in front of the fireplace, considering why I got fired from my job that I was doing. I did a great. I really think, but I think things are going to turn around for me.
Yeah. Well, Santa, I'll still refer to you as Santa and honor the office. There evidently is kind of a recount going on up in those northern regions. What's the latest on that?
Well, my elves, some of them are still very loyal to me. They've told me that there's some auditing going on in the eastern provinces of the North Pole. I really think
the eastern provinces of the North Pole.
We're very directionally challenged up there.
Need some GPS. So there's a recount. There is a recount going on. There is a recount going on as we speak. Is that right?
Most elves can't count very high, though, so it's going to be tricky.
Right. They have small fingers, too. Well, but you'll recall, Father Christmas, with his extensive knowledge of GPS and the satellite industry, was elected by the elves and
legend
to serve. Well, let me ask you a question. How did you handle that loss? Because sometimes depression manifests itself as hyperactivity and anger. Some people find it liberating.
I'm not angry.
No, you're not angry.
No, not at all. I'm sorry. I think that was my microphone is malfunctioning. I've been really relaxing a lot. Taking yoga. Yeah, I've been doing yoga.
Yoga. That's good. Do you do that in costume, or do you have to get in your red tights for that? By the way, are you planning a comeback in 2024 or before that?
I actually expect to be reinstalled and in the slave this December.
This year.
I really have high hopes, and I've been bribing a lot of people.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that happens for you because you sound like a guy who really wants that job back.
I need it. I really have no other marketable skills.
Well, we'll keep that in mind because SSPI is for professionals who have gone above the earth. And you're one of them, so maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, Santa, on kind of a serious note, you really are one of the few people who has looked down at the earth from way above it, albeit from a sleigh. When you see it these days, what kind of behavior would you suggest will ensure that people get a present from you or Father Christmas, the other guy, come this winter.
Assuming he's still in the position, which I highly doubt. But when I'm back, what I'm really going to look for is, from the children, eat your vegetables, listen to your parents, be good, be kind to one another. The things that, I used to come along for, and I really stand for the same things. And for the adults, I think, we should put aside, these petty differences and bickering and understand that, we're all one people on this planet, and we need to work together and keep things going. The ozone layer is, it's going away. There's so many different things. Take time, love one another, be kind to one another. That's what we need. That's how presents for everybody.
Well, that's why we love you, Santa. And thank you so much for being with us. Good luck, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And more importantly, I want to make sure I get a little thing out there. Thank you, Lou. And let's make this a better satellite world.
I love that.
Or else.
Or else there's coal waiting for you.
There's coal. Not like the fancy. I'm actually moving away from coal because
you are.
I'm trying to become more, in tune with the environment. In fact, the reindeer are now eating organic. It's.
That's good to hear. Yeah, that probably makes the stalls smell a little better too.
It's awful in there.
Oh, I know. You told me last time. Well, that's good, Santa. So it's good that you mentioned that, because we're actually doing a series on the climate, satellites and the climate, coming up in the fall. So hopefully you'll be around to watch that and and cheer us on. So
hopefully the people out there will get themselves vaccinated, so they'll be around to see it too.
Now you're talking. Well, that concludes my visit with Santa, or ex-Santa. We'll call him Santa.
Hey.
We'll get. So I said Santa. We'll see how this all plays out, folks. I should add that Santa has a business with Mr. Mike Richardson. Mike is the head of a photo booth business in Maryland, which does weddings, arranges fun scenes, and yes, you can even take photos with Santa or ex-Santa. So the website there, if you want to get in touch with Santa's business partner, is somdentertainment.com. That's SOMDENTER tainment, TAINMENT.com. Santa, do I have that right?
Yeah. You can put it up in the link or something. I'm still pretty new with the technology. The elves use my texting for me.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And they are a skillful bunch. So again, many thanks to him and to our corporate partners, Northrop Grumman, Echo Star Hughes, Access Intelligence, and the law firm of K&L Gates for their financial support for SSPI in this series. And you can learn more about the Better Satellite World series and how to become a supporter at bettersatelliteworld.com. Reminder, don't forget to send in your nomination for our Better Satellite World Awards and dinner. The deadline for nominations is September 14th. And if you would like to become a member of SSPI, go to sspi.org. Memberships are US $100 per year. And if you're a student or Santa Claus, your membership is free, as in free. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at SSPI and check us out on LinkedIn and Facebook. For Space and Satellite Professionals International, St. Nicholas, and our producer, Ana Gomez, I'm Lou Zaccarella. As Santa said, let's make it a better satellite world. Enjoy the rest of your summer, everyone. Take care, Santa.